Just come out, got a few hours spare. And, I'm doing a lot of walking just lately, the last few weeks. And I was going to get out this weekend for a walk and possibly an overnighter. But you may recall I said that I'd injured my knee over Christmas. What with the arthritis in that knee, it's taken a while for it to heal. And this week it's been really playing up. So Saturday morning it was absolutely falling down, and I decided that I'd give it a rest this weekend. But camping next weekend. I'm out with the guys from Suffolk next weekend, so I thought I might give me hammock a try next weekend. So I picked up a cheap under blanket from wish.com. So I thought I'd just come out and set it up just to see what it's like, give it a go. But you can see the state of these footpaths, they're pretty bad. Got the dog with me today. We've already had a walk this morning over the fields behind the house, so he's already quite feel free from that. And yeah, so I thought I'd just come out for a couple of hours, try out a few things. I've got my new tent with me. I've said in the past when I showed it first time that it's meant to be designed to put inner up first. Well, looking at it, I reckon there might be a way of putting the outer. So I've got that with me again. I want to give that a try. I've got my lightweight cook set. Just going to do myself a brew while I'm out. Got a nice roast dinner waiting for me when I get home, so no need to cook. Right, okay, I'll put this down because my dog has just had a call of nature, and although we may be out in the countryside along footpaths, I still think you should pick up. So you don't really want me to show me doing that, so I'll come back later. I haven't actually come into these woods for quite a while. I class them as my training woods. I've never slept in here, but it's not too far off the track. But quite often over the years I've used these woods to try out things, set things up. I come right to the end, so I'm well away from the public footpath, and as I say, I quite often set things up here. Trouble at this time of year, it's well and truly open, so there's no real cover from leaf cover, so you can be seen from the farmer's field. And you might not be able to make it out with this camera, but there's a house over there, so if I was to have an open fire that would be seen. So yeah, but as I say, just for practice sessions, and just, yeah, this is ideal. It's not too far away from where I live. I could walk here if I wanted to, but unfortunately it walks on a fairly busy, means walking on a fairly busy road with no footpath. I waited to bring the dog, although I don't mind walking myself along there. I think sometimes with a dog it makes life a little bit awkward. So I brought the car, parked in a little lay-by and walked in on the footpath. So, right, I'm going to start setting up my hammock and try this under blanket out. So yeah, okay, I will bring you back shortly. Right, okay, the bases of the hammock set up. I would normally have obviously a ridge line, and I could put the net, a mozzie net up. But to be honest with you, all I really want to do is just test the underquilt. So I'm going to basically leave it there, and we'll go with that. So as you can see, we've still got a windy weekend. Third one on the trot, possibly no, fourth one on the trot. I think you're fine. And that's, although it is nice and sunny, so good for blowing the cobwebs out. Right, okay, so I'm going to go and get the underquilt and get that set up and see what it's like. Right, okay, there's the underquilt. It's quite compact. The stuff sack is not brand new, any name or anything. I'm not sure what the weight is, but what I'll do is I'll weigh it. I'll weigh it as we speak. I paid something like total about £25 for it. Postage and packaging was China. So, you always seem to get stung with postage and packaging. Comes from those sort of places you think, oh, this is a really cheap item, worth a shot. But you don't really look, sometimes you don't really look what the postage is. Right, okay, it's a luck stone. You've heard of that name before. Quilted, shaped. So yeah, see how I haven't actually got my tripod with me, so I've actually set the camera. I've got my little mini tripod. I set the camera up in a tree, so apologies if it's all wonky. Right, okay, turn that round. Hopefully the dog won't get in the way of filming. thing I don't like about it is it's only got suspension at the ends, and there's nothing actually to hold up those, so they can just slip down. So I might have to put some clips on it and just put some side suspension just to bring it up. Need that little bit extra, but I'm certainly feeling some warmth from it. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I'm not really giving it a good try, I know, but uncertain. There is some warmth in it. I can feel the warmth coming through, but it's not a very good fit. But then it was only a cheapie, so yeah. Jury's out, and I'm not sure I'd fancy giving it a go in like this time of year. I might give it a go if I was going to hang in summer, because I still think, especially in this country, you still need an underquilt to hang in summer. So yeah, maybe we won't see that. Maybe we won't see this next weekend, but it was good to get it out. As I say, even if it's no good for sleeping in, yeah, it's worth bringing along, because if you use a quilt, if you use a hammock just as a sit hammock, you still need some sort of protection underneath you for that cold butt syndrome. Okay, right, let's get on with a few other things that I want to do today. Right, okay people, I've just set the footprint up, which then the pole's attached to. Now normally with this tent, right, you would now attach the inner. Now obviously if it's pouring a rain, you don't really want to put the inner up, because that means you're in a tent which is only like a mesh tent. Right, it's going to get very wet, and the inside's going to get wet. Okay, the footprint's going to get wet because obviously it's in the elements, right? But obviously the inner has also got a ground sheet. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the fly sheet on. You've got attaching points to it, because if you wanted to make it really lightweight, right, you can just use the fly sheet and just sleep like that, which is probably ideal for summer conditions and whatever. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to attempt now. I'll bring you back in stages because you don't really want me to see me just pitching the tent. So I'll put the camera down and I'll now put the fly sheet on. Okay, that's just now with just the fly on. Alright, so we should now, if it's pouring down the rain, we should now be waterproof. Okay, the footprint will be a little bit wet inside, but we've now got shelter. Alright, and the inner tent, okay, is still to be put up. What I've done is I've separated everything, so the fly and the ground cloth comes in one bag, the inner is in another, and obviously the tent poles are in another. Right, that's how it goes into my bag, and that's how I intend to carry it. So now, as with no inner, right, I'll open that up, and you see that there's a fair amount of room in here. So lots of people will probably just sleep on it like that, me included, to be honest with you. I can't see any problem with that, but I'd like to now to see if I can physically put the inner up on its own, because I'm really interested to see if I could, in bad weather when it's raining, you certainly don't want to get the inner tent wet. So we'll just try that now. Okay. Right, let's start at the back. Could be a case that I'm going to have to get now. What we'll have to do is actually just release, give me a bit of slack, take that off of there, and Bryson's really interested, so I'm going to attempt to move help. Now Bryson's not standing on it. You might not be able to see this too well, but okay, so that is now okay, that's now clipped in. I don't have to worry about that. I want to put that to that. That round the wrong way, so I'm going to put that on there like that. That's better. Right. As we come back, what else? I'll put the right end. do those outside, and then that clips on like that. Right, I think that back one is going to be the worst one to do, because I think once you get around to the side at this end, it's not going to be too bad. Right, forgive all the camera work, it's not fantastic, I know, but we're put that down. Get that on. Right, Bryson, out. Come on, out you come. Come out. Right, don't try and do this with a dog in tow. Do these last couple from outside, I think. Ooh. Right, now these sides, there's a little clip here which again just clips onto the fly. Like that. And then you pull these out. Where you want it. Okay. Same with these. Just re-peg it really. Put it down nice and tight. There we go. Okay, bit of a faff, alright, but it was the first time I'd done it. And it can be done. Alright, I just proved the fact that you can put the inner up on the outside. Yes, it's a lot of mucking around. No, it doesn't help having a dog with you. But in inclement weather, okay, I'd probably be soaking wet now, but the interior of my tent would be dry because I haven't got in there, and now I can now get all my wet clothes off and get inside and dry off. So yeah, with a bit of practice I think that will start working. As I say, doesn't help having an inquisitive dog with you, but say it all works quite well, so I'm pleased I tried that. Yes, we are quite windy here. You might hear the wind noise on the camera because I'm standing outside, but I've used this holly bush to give me a lot of a nice bit of shelter. Unfortunately I thought last weekend when I was behind that gorse bush that would give me some shelter, but the wind was so strong along that river bank it was just whipping around. Mind you, I probably wouldn't camp there because in windy conditions, or in any conditions really, you should just be wary of what's above you. Now okay, it don't look too bad, but if we look over here it might miss me. That tree is already snapped because of the strength of the wind. Right, okay, probably a while ago. Right, but it's just precariously hanging up there. Yeah, and although I don't think it would hit me if that fell, I wouldn't like to take that chance. So yeah, just be aware, especially in the wind. Just be aware what's above you. Okay, so that's the nature hike Cloud Up 1. And so a lot of people have said the biggest problem with it is in wind, because what happens is this just bellows in. I have seen people put pull-outs here, right, so that's pulled out, which would make it a little bit more stable. And I have seen some setups where people have put their walking poles across here and just not actually attached it to the tent because there's nowhere to attach it to the tent. Alright, but it just stabilizes that top bar. Alright, if you got that, if you bring them right down, and they just put a bit like a bit of string around it, or a bootlace or something like that, just to tie it up so it's tight to this. Right, and then that stops that lateral movement. Yeah, I need to get out and camp in it and see what it's like for camping purposes. So there we go, the nature hike Cloud Up 1. As I said, the Cloud Up 2 is not a lot more expensive, and it doesn't weigh a lot more, and the difference with Cloud Up 2 is at the back. It has the similar sort of setup to the poles at the front, and they come off there and the poles go down here. Alright, so it's a slightly more stable, and it is a freestanding tent. You don't actually need to peg it in, although I must admit, yeah, wherever I camp I'd sooner peg the tent down. I've camped in quite strong windy conditions before now, and it's always worth having your tent securely tethered to the floor. Okay, people. Alright, well, I've played around with all the things I wanted to play around with, so I'm going to pack this away. The good thing with this is that you can just push it in its soft stacks, which is what I normally do, especially on a case like this as I'm packing away, because you can't pack it away neatly in the field. I don't think so anyway. Just push it in its soft stack, and then when I get home I shall fold it carefully and yeah. Okay, people, that's it. Right, okay, there's the three components of the tent to make it nice and easy to pitch. I ain't got to pull everything out. So basically you've got the inner tent in its original bag, and I can make that a lot smaller if I was to put that in a stuff sack. Now bearing in mind I've just chucked these in as if I would, you know, on a camping situation. If I'm packing up after an overnight and I've then got to walk, or plus also the fact that if the tent is wet, well, basically in this dry bag is the fly sheet and also the footprint. So that's self-contained in its own dry bag. So if it is wet, it won't contaminate anything else. Poles and the pegs are in the long bag. As I say, the inner tent, which I should really put in a dry bag, and that will compress that down quite a lot. So there's your three components. Then all you need to do when you come to pitch, when you get to your new site, is take the poles out, take the fly out with the footprint, and then, as I say, yes, it's a little bit of a faff at the moment to do it the way I've done it today, but at least it proves it can be done. And as I do it more often, I'll get used to doing it, and it'll make it it will become easier. And I think, I mean, in dry conditions, yeah, pitch it the way it should be pitched, which is the inner first. But you certainly wouldn't want to do that if it's absolutely falling down. You don't want all your stuff inside to get wet. So it is possible to pitch it out first. So, the Nature Hike Cloud Up one. Thanks for watching. As always, people, wherever you go, leave your area clean and tidy. Always do a quick scan, make sure you've actually left nothing behind, especially pegs. The beauty of those pegs though is they've got nice yellow cords on the ends of them, so you can always see them. Let's say this is where I've set the tent up, just down here. Yeah, so nothing there, and I'll put the hammock up between these two trees. Just check I've got nothing lying around. I haven't. No. Right, okay. Dog's raring to get going and get home, see his mum. Okay. Okay, people. Bit of a bitty one. Lots of different bits and pieces. As I say, it's done with loads of little different bits and pieces I wanted to get done. And it's just nice to, you know, get out for a couple of hours, just to get that done. It's nice to do it in a practice scenario as opposed to, you know, doing it when you're out there. You know, with the tent, you know, it was good to see that I can physically put it up out first. Yeah, so when I'm in that scenario, I know that I can do it. As I say, for the first couple of times I use it, I think I'll do it that way, out first, just so I get more practice. Because like everything really, practice makes perfect. The more times you do it, the easier it becomes. Jury's out on the underquilt. As I say, it was only a cheapie, so I really wasn't expecting much of it. But yeah, it's always worth a punt. Whether I shall use it in anger, I'm not really sure, or just keep it for, you know, times when I'm just out practicing out in these woods. in any woods practicing, and just try it that way. Anyway, thanks for coming along, and don't know how much filming I'll get done next weekend, because the guys that I go out with are not on YouTube, and I don't like pushing cameras in people's faces. So I might do a little bit, show you my setup, show you what I'm doing, so we'll see. Okay people, well, once again, thank you very much for watching me, and if you like what you see, please leave a comment. If you don't like what you see, please leave a comment, because constructive criticism is always good to have. I'm not that bothered about subscribers these days. I used to be, but I look at doing these things because I want to do it. I'm not doing it for any other reason other than I want to do it. So and it's don't get me wrong, I love you, love you to watch, and hopefully it'll be some sort of entertainment value. But so if you like what you see or don't like what you see, please leave a comment. I'm just picking up what Bryson left behind before. I don't like carrying it into the woods, but I see lots of people just leave things lying, tied to gates. And Bryson, come on, out of the water please. Bryson, come on. So we will call it a day. Bye for now.